Today, we're digging into a RedHub AI analysis of a tool that's really shifting from just being a neat utility to becoming a core business system. We're talking about Perplexity Pro. You see, it's not just another AI. It's really a framework for turning those really complex questions into confident, actionable decisions. Let's explore how that actually works.
This quote from our research at RedHubAI, it just gets to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? The real cost in business isn't a lack of trying. It's the drag from scattered information, from decisions made on half-checked facts. This wasted attention, it's like a hidden tax on your team's productivity. And that's exactly what a system like this is designed to eliminate.
So here's the path we're going to take in this analysis. We'll start with the core problem, what we call the attention drain. Then, we'll look at the foundational tech, the cited answer engine, and see what going pro really unlocks. After that, we'll introduce a repeatable workflow we developed, the RedHub operating loop, and show you how it closes that gap between just getting answers and actually taking decisive action.
Okay, let's really focus on that core problem. Our analysis at RedHub shows that the critical flaw in most research processes isn't a lack of smart people on the team, it's a systemic failure to focus attention. You know the feeling, when your team is just navigating a sea of open tabs and unverified links, they're not really making progress, they're just trying to stay afloat.
And that's the bottom line, right? The job isn't just to find information. The real task, the one that actually creates value, is to manage a process that cuts through all that noise and gets you to a verifiable conclusion as efficiently as possible. It's all about building a system for confidence.
So this brings us to the technology that's really at the heart of Perplexity. And what we found is that it represents a pretty fundamental shift in how we interact with information online. It moves us way beyond the classic model of just searching and into a totally new paradigm.
An answer engine, well, it does exactly what its name implies. It doesn't just hand you a long list of potential sources for you to figure out. No, it goes out, it reads, and it synthesizes information from live web sources, and then it constructs a direct answer for you. And this is the critical part. It provides citations, which builds in a layer of trust and verifiability right from the start.
When you put the two models side by side like this, the contrast is, well, it's stark. The old way, traditional search, it puts the entire burden of synthesis and verification on your team. That is incredibly expensive in terms of time and attention. The answer engine model completely flips this. The AI does the initial heavy lifting, the synthesis, and those built-in citations drastically lower the cost and friction of verifying the information.
Now, while the free version of Perplexity is a powerful tool, no doubt, our RedHub testing shows that Perplexity Pro is what really elevates it into a professional-grade system. This is where it goes from being a helpful gadget to a true business essential. Let's look at what you get. With Pro, you get several key capabilities that are game changers. Pro Search lets you do really deep, multi-source research on complex topics. You can also upload and analyze your own internal documents. Think PDFs, CSVs, blending public data with your own private context. You also get access to a whole suite of advanced AI models, so you can pick the right engine for the right task. And all of this together, it lets you create actual work product, not just a bunch of words.
Look, having a powerful tool is one thing, but actually operationalizing it, that's another thing entirely. So based on extensive testing, we at RedHubAI developed a proprietary framework to make Perplexity Pro a repeatable, reliable part of any team's workflow. We call it the RedHub operating loop.
And here's what that process looks like. The RedHub operating loop is a 6-step workflow. First, you start by defining the actual decision you need to make. Then, you run a broad-sided search pass to gather evidence. Next up is a deep synthesis pass, where you generate structured outputs. From there, you add your internal context by uploading your own documents. Finally, you export a real deliverable, and you store the whole process in a reusable space. That ensures your next project starts 10 steps ahead.
And this right here is the key transformation. Following this loop ensures the output isn't just an interesting fact or a paragraph of text. It's a deliverable, something tangible your team can share, debate, and act on immediately.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, a strategist can now produce an executive-ready competitive brief, fully cited in under an hour, instead of it taking days. That's a massive acceleration of the entire decision-making cycle.
Or think about a sales team, that they can generate a complete account dossier right before a big call, understanding the client's priorities, anticipating objections, and preparing tailored questions, all of it grounded in verifiable data. That's not just prep, it's a real strategic advantage.
So, let's bring all of this together. When you adopt a systematic approach like this, you're making a final and really critical paradigm shift. You're moving your team's entire mindset from one of passive searching to one of active execution.
This is the ultimate takeaway from the RedHub analysis. The goal is to stop searching for stuff and to start operating a strategic research engine. It's a subtle but incredibly powerful change in perspective. It reframes this entire activity as a core business function, right on par with finance or marketing.
And that leaves us with a final question for you to think about. Take a look at your own team's workflows. Are they spending their valuable attention just searching, just hoping to stumble upon an answer? Or are they systematically running a research engine to produce decisions with real confidence?
For RedHub's complete analysis, which includes detailed implementation guides and prompts for building these repeatable AI workflows in your own organization, you can visit RedHub.ai.